So you've decided you want to work with a wellness coach. That's awesome. But now you're faced with another question. How do you actually choose the right one? There are so many coaches out there with different approaches, specialties, and styles. How do you find someone who's actually going to help you and not just take your money? Great question, and I'm so glad you're thinking about this carefully. Choosing the right wellness coach can be the difference between a transformative experience and a waste of time and money. Today I'm breaking down exactly what to look for, what questions to ask, and how to find a wellness coach who is the right fit for you. But before we begin, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, I'm Michelle, and I'm so glad you're here. If you enjoyed today's video, please boop the like button's nose and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. All right then, moving on. First things first, credentials and training. Now, wellness coaching isn't regulated the same way that therapy or medical professions are, which means literally anyone can call themselves a wellness coach. So you need to do your homework. Look for coaches who have completed reputable training programs. Some well-known certifications include National Board Certified Health and Wellness Coach, certifications from the International Coach Federation, or programs accredited by the National Board for Health and Wellness Coaching and or the ICF. Ask potential coaches, where did you get your training? Are you certified? How many hours of training did you complete? Do you do continuing education? A good coach will be transparent about their credentials and happy to explain their training. If someone's vague or defensive about this, that's a red flag. Now, credentials aren't everything. Experience, personality fit, and coaching style matter too. But they're your baseline for knowing this person has actual training in coaching techniques, ethics, and best practices. Also, check if they have liability insurance and follow a code of ethics. These are signs of a professional who takes their work seriously. Next, consider specialization and expertise. Some wellness coaches are generalists who help with overall wellness, but many specialize in specific areas like stress management, nutrition and eating habits, fitness and movement, sleep improvement, work-life balance, or chronic illness management. Think about what you need most. If you're specifically struggling with stress and burnout, you might want someone who specializes in those rather than someone whose main focus is, say, fitness. If you have a chronic health condition, you might want a coach who has experience or training in that area. Ask potential coaches, what's your area of expertise? What types of clients do you typically work with? What issues do you most commonly help with? Ask if they can share a success story of someone they've helped with similar challenges to yours. You want someone whose strengths align with your needs. A great coach who specializes in something you don't need help with isn't the right fit for you, even if they're excellent at what they do. Also, consider whether you need someone with specific life experience. For example, if you're a busy parent, you might connect better with a coach who understands that life stage. If you're navigating a career transition, a coach who's been through that might be particularly helpful. I specialize in ADHD because I have ADHD. Coaching style and approach are huge. Different coaches have different styles, and what works for one person might not work for another. Some coaches are very structured with worksheets, action plans, and specific methodologies. Others are more intuitive and flexible, adapting to what comes up in each session. Some are more direct and challenging, while others are gentler and more nurturing. Some focus heavily on mindset and inner work, others are more action-oriented. None of these approaches is better than the others. It's about what you need. If you need someone to push you and hold you accountable firmly, a super gentle coach might not be the best fit. If you need someone empathetic and patient while you figure things out, a very direct coach might feel harsh. Most good coaches will offer a free consultation call, and this is your chance to get a feel for their style. Pay attention to how they communicate. Do they listen well? Do you feel heard and understood? Do they ask good questions? Does their energy and communication style work for you? Ask them what their coaching philosophy is, how they would describe their coaching style. How do they typically structure sessions? What you can expect from working with them. And trust your gut here. If something feels off, even if you can't articulate why, keep looking. The coaching relationship is built on trust and connection, so chemistry matters. Let's talk practical considerations. Cost, time, commitment, and logistics. Wellness coaching ranges widely in price depending on the coach's experience, credentials, location, and what's included. You might see anything from $75 to $300 plus per session, or monthly packages ranging from a few hundred to a few $1,000s. Be clear on what you can afford and find coaches within your budget. More expensive doesn't always mean better, and less expensive doesn't always mean lower quality. But be wary of anything that seems way too cheap. You generally get what you pay for. Ask how much they charge and what's included in the price. Ask if they offer packages or payment plans. Ask how long sessions are, how often you will meet. Ask if there's a minimum commitment. Some coaches do require a minimum commitment, like 3 months or 6 sessions. Make sure you're comfortable with that before signing up. Others work session by session, which offers more flexibility, but might be less effective for deep change. And also consider logistics. Do they offer in-person sessions, virtual sessions, or both? What platform do they use for virtual sessions? Are they available at times that work for your schedule? Do they offer support between sessions like email check-ins or messaging? Think about what works for your life. If you travel frequently, virtual coaching might be ideal. If you really value face-to-face connection, in-person might be worth seeking out, even if it's slightly less convenient. Most coaches offer a free consultation call, usually 15 to 30 minutes. This is basically an interview where you're assessing if they're right for you and they're assessing if they can help you. Come prepared with questions. And here are some key questions to ask. You want to ask about their background. You want to ask about their training and certification. You want to ask how long they've been coaching. You want to ask about what types of clients do they typically work with. And you want to ask them if they have experience about your specific issue. You'll also want to ask about their approach, like what their coaching philosophy is. How would they approach working with someone in your situation? What does a typical coaching session look like? And how do they measure progress? And about the logistics, you would ask what are their rates and packages, how long are sessions, and how often would you meet? Ask definitely what their cancellation policy is, and ask if they offer support between sessions. And regarding outcomes, you would want to ask what kind of results their clients typically see. If they can share a success story similar to your situation, and what would success look like in your work together. And then you want to consider fit. You want to ask them who is not a good fit for their coaching, how do they handle it if you're not making progress, and what they expect from you as a client. And pay attention not just to their answers, but to how they answer. Are they thoughtful and specific, or vague and generic? Do they ask questions about you and your situation, or do they just talk about themselves? Do they seem genuinely interested in helping you, or just in making a sale? There are red flags, such as pressure to sign up immediately, promises of quick fixes or guaranteed results, lack of clear credentials, and an unwillingness to answer your questions or anything that just feels off. After you've talked to a few coaches, it's time to assess the fit. This isn't just about who's most qualified on paper. It's about who feels right for you. So ask yourself, did you feel heard and understood? In that consultation, did the coach really listen to you, or were they just waiting for their turn to talk? Did they ask good questions about your situation? Do you trust this person? Because trust is essential in coaching. Do you believe they have your best interests at heart? Do you feel like you could be honest and vulnerable with them? Do their values align with yours? If you value a holistic approach, but they're all about strict meal plans and intense workouts, that might not be the right fit. So make sure their philosophy resonates with you. Ask if they can challenge you in a way that you'll respond to, because good coaches will challenge you, but in different ways. Will this coach's style of challenging you motivate you or cause you to shut down? Is the investment worth it to you? Not just financially, but time and energy too. Does this feel like something you're excited about and committed to? Do you feel hopeful after talking to them? You should leave that consultation feeling more hopeful and clearer about your path forward, not overwhelmed or confused. And it's okay to talk to multiple coaches before deciding. In fact, I recommend it. This is an important decision and you want to get it right. And remember, if you start working with a coach and realize after a few sessions it's not the right fit, it's okay to have that conversation and potentially find someone else. A good coach will understand and even support you in finding a better fit. A few final tips for choosing your wellness coach. Check reviews and testimonials, but take them with a grain of salt. Look for patterns and feedback rather than focusing on individual reviews. And remember, a coach can be amazing for one person and not right for another. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, honor that feeling. The right coach should feel supportive, not stressful to work with. Be honest about what you need. Don't just tell a coach what you think they want to hear. Be real about your challenges, your resistance, your concerns. A good coach wants to know the real you so they can actually help. Remember that you're a coaching team. The best coaching relationships are partnerships. You're not looking for someone to fix you or tell you what to do. You're looking for someone to support, guide, and empower you in making your own positive changes. Be ready to do the work. Even the best coach can't help you if you're not willing to be an active participant in your own wellness journey. Make sure you're choosing a coach because you're ready to commit to the process, not because you're looking for an easy solution. Choosing the right wellness coach is a personal decision, and it's worth taking the time to find someone who's truly the best fit. Do your research, ask good questions, trust your gut, and remember that the right coach for your friend might not be the right coach for you, and that's totally okay. The fact that you're considering working with a coach shows you're serious about your wellness, and that's amazing. With the right coach by your side, you can make changes that seemed impossible on your own. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more wellness coaching content. Drop a comment and let me know. Have you worked with a wellness coach? What was your experience? I'd love to hear. So thank you for watching, and remember to rise higher and burn brighter, and good luck finding your perfect coaching match. See you in the next one.